Hi, kindergartners. Do you see what's behind me? There's a big word up there. Can you read that word? It starts with a W. Welcome. Welcome. Yeah, that word says welcome. Well, boys and girls, today we're going to talk about welcoming a season. I know that sounds kind of strange, doesn't it? Well, boys and girls, there are 4 seasons that we talk about. There's fall, winter, spring, and summer. Sometimes we confuse seasons with months of the year. Months of the year are something different. Those start with January. You want to say them with me? I'm proud of you that you know them. All right, let's see the months of the year. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Good. So, boys and girls, we can be in a season, but also be in a month at the same time. Right now, our month is September. Okay, that's the month that we are in. Today is going to be September 21st. That's the day that you'll be watching this video. I like September 21st for a very special reason. It's one of my favorite days of the year because it's my daughter Naomi's birthday. Yeah. And each year when we celebrate Naomi's birthday, I know that we're about ready to go into the season of fall. Some people call it autumn. Autumn's a little fancier name, isn't it? Some years, fall even starts on her birthday. This year it doesn't start on her birthday. This year, fall starts on September 22nd. That will be tomorrow. Then it will be officially fall. Now, when I was little, I used to think that as soon as the season changed, the weather automatically changed that day. I'll tell you when I really thought this. It was in springtime. I remember thinking that, well, if it's spring, I should be able to go outside and play in my shorts, that I wouldn't need my winter coat anymore. Maybe you already know it doesn't always happen that way. Sometimes we're fortunate and it warms up quickly, and sometimes it doesn't. But boys and girls, we do start noticing signs of the season. I know I'm using the word signs in a different way. When I said the word sign before, I was talking about that welcome sign. When I'm talking about the word sign now, I'm talking about, it's like a signal. It lets us know that something's coming. For me, Naomi's birthday is a sign that fall is coming. I want you to think about signs of fall that you know. Do you start to notice things like the leaves changing colors? Maybe you start to see scarecrows in people's yards. I don't know if you guys can see the scarecrow in this pretty storefront here. Let me see. You see those down there? Tilt it this way for a minute too, just in case you can't see those. For some people, that's a sign of fall. I got to talk to Aubrielle this weekend, and for her, a sign of fall was going to the apple orchard. You guys too? I hope lots of you get the opportunity to go to the apple orchard this fall. Apples being ripe are another sign of fall. Harvesting corn, yep, that's a sign of fall. Very good. And yes, it seems to get darker earlier and earlier, doesn't it? That's a sign of fall I'm not too crazy about. I really like the sunshine. Well, boys and girls, today I'm going to read you a story about one of the signs of fall. Your assignment is going to be to draw a picture of a sign of fall that you know. Now, you can just use a normal piece of paper for this. You don't have a special piece of paper in your green folder for this. You can use construction paper if you'd like. Now that you have some construction paper, you could take a piece out and make a nice big picture on that. You can use paper you have at home. You choose what you're going to draw your sign of fall on. Now, if you're feeling really good, you can try to sound out the word fall. And then aw. Yep, you'd start with an F, and then you'd write A-L-L. You can't really sound that one out too well yet because we haven't talked about all those strange sounds, but I know you could get the F, And I'm telling you, you could write ALL, and that would make fall. And then your picture would have a label. Oh, sure. If you feel ready, you can write I can see fall. Yeah, with the period at the end. That would be a great sentence. All right, I'm going to get started just in case things get a little noisy around here because I'm out in public, so I'm not sure how long they'll let me be here. All right, this one's called Fall Leaves Fall. All year long, my brother and I wait for our favorite season to come. Can you guess what it is? Fall. How do we know when fall is coming? That's the same thing you and I were just talking about. What are signs of fall? I wonder if this picture was a hint. We watch the leaves. In summer, the leaves on the trees are green. Look how much is green in that picture. The grass is very green. The leaves on the tree are very green. When the leaves change color, we know fall is here. You can see how it's starting to change there in this picture, right? You can still see some of the green from the chlorophyll in the leaves, but there's less and less. Look at all the fall colors. Leaves turn red, orange, and yellow. Look at that. Maybe some of the leaves you have on your trees at home are changing those colors. When the wind blows, leaves start to fall from the trees. There they go. Look at, he's so creative. He used a net to catch one of the leaves. I wonder if I could do that. That would be tricky to catch it on the way down. We tried to catch them. We like to stomp on the leaves. Crunch. We like to kick the leaves too. All the fall colors fly back into the air. There they go. I hope you like to play in the leaves. We like to collect leaves. Some leaves are very small. Some leaves are very big. Those are opposites. Small is the opposite of big. Some leaves have pointy edges. Some leaves have smooth edges. See the pointy one and then the ones with curves? Yeah, they're very different. When the leaves cover the ground, it's time to rake them up. See that tool they have to do that? That's a rake. It makes the job a little bit easier. They're working hard to make their yard look nice. I can see, look at what that squirrel's holding. See that acorn? That's another sign of fall. At last, we have a huge pile. Next, did you notice that order word? We talked about order words before. Let's see what happens next. We jump in. I wish I could jump in that pile. We don't have enough leaves yet to jump in, do we? Well, you know what, we will. Inside, we drink mugs of warm cider and eat lots of cookies. Oh, look at that. They even have fall-colored sprinkles on their cookies. These leaves came from our favorite trees. Listen to some of the names of trees. Maple, sassafras, that was fun to say. Oak, ginkgo, and this one's an oak too. And a beech tree. Do you know that's how scientists and people who study plants tell the plants apart? If you want to figure out what kind of tree you're looking at, you can study the leaf to find that out. We make pictures with our leaves. Oh, that looks like a great idea. We should totally do that. That sounds like another lesson waiting to happen. Before long, the leaves have turned brown and the branches are bare. Now, these are what the branches are. Yep, they're the limbs on the tree. Bare means there's no more leaves on them. We can see all the branches. Look where the leaves are. They're down on the ground. And do you know why they're turning brown? They're starting to do something called decay. They break down, and believe it or not, they go into the soil. Yeah, it makes the soil really good for growing plants. All the fall colors are gone, but we know they will be back next year. Okay, and look at this. This is showing us the leaves throughout the year. Can you see that? Let me tell you what the words say below it. This talks about what leaves are like in spring. They're just small buds on a tree. Yep, and then the branches, and on the branches, they open up and tiny little green leaves appear. They grow bigger every day. In the summertime, remember in the beginning of this book, we talked about what they looked like in the summertime? They were very green, weren't they? In fall, the green leaves fade and bright fall colors appear. We did name them, didn't we? We said we often see red, yellow, and orange leaves. Oh, and look at this. In the winter, all of the leaves have fallen off. The tree makes buds, which will become new leaves in the spring. Oh, that's because the seasons cycle around and around. They keep repeating. They sure do. Now, here's something interesting we can know about. Some leaves, such as needles on pine trees, do not change color and do not fall off in the fall. Yeah, we have some of those in Michigan too, don't we? We call those evergreen. They stay green even in the winter. All right, boys and girls. So in this story, we found out that there's different signs of spring. And our assignment was to draw a picture showing a sign of spring that we know about. What was that, Logan? Sure, you can draw pumpkins. Now, do you think you're going to draw your pumpkin in the summer when it's just a little small pumpkin? No, you want to draw a great big fall pumpkin that's bright orange. Great idea. Yeah, that would make an excellent picture. What was that, Audrey? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yep, you could draw, if your picture has you outside in the fall raking leaves in that beautiful yard, you might have a sweater on that would look different. And those different clothing choices would show that it's fall time. Good idea. All right, boys and girls, I can't wait to hear about your ideas that tell you that the seasons are changing and that fall is coming. All right, work hard.